Let's speak to Mweli Masilela. He is standing by to give us a reflection in terms of the families, Mweli. The common theme that we've been hearing for the past 7 years, it's pretty simple. They just want a gravesite so the children of these people who are still trapped underground can go and speak to their mother, their father.
It's been quite very difficult to tell the very same story each and every year for 7 years now, and seeing the families of those 3 trapped miners actually participating in that prayer session today, breaking down to say that they believe that something can be done to bring that container to surface. Remember, these people who are trapped underground were not just employees of Lily Mine. They were also family members. They were also like breadwinners. They left behind their children. So that is why that plea from the side of their parents, especially when earlier we spoke on to Pretty Nkambule, as mother. We also spoke to Yvonne Mnisi's mother. They are all here. They've been camping here for since 2019. Demanding those answers. But let's bring in the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Mineral Resources. His name is Sahlulele Luzipo. The last time we spoke, I think it was last year, you actually, as a Portfolio Committee, recommended that this place be declared as a disaster area so that some help can come in, especially from government. How far with that process did you win in as far as that recommendation is concerned?
Look, I'm not sure whether the word winning is a correct one. The reality is that committees of parliament make recommendations. They don't make decisions. They don't take decisions. 1, 2, they don't action. They recommend what action has to be taken. And based on that, I can safely say that at that time you will recall that the committee had not made any recommendations. Yes, it's correct now that unanimously, both the committee and at the level of the National Assembly, the report was adopted unanimously with no single party speaking contrary to those recommendations. The question of whether that is taking place or not, I think is beyond what the committees of parliament are supposed to do.
I think that's fair enough, but you are here today, and each and every time these families see you on the ground, whether it's a chairperson of a portfolio committee, whether it's a political leader, whether it's a government representative, and I'm sure you've had a conversation with some of them already. They do have that glimmer of hope that something is happening. What are you here to tell them today, and what sense are you getting from the ground in as far as this issue is concerned? What are they telling you?
Look, I think we must accept the fact that in South Africa sometimes the wheels of the law are very slow. I think that's the first thing. But secondly, the impossibility is when we want to assume that everything, when we do according to our wish and our will. If it was for me, I would be saying that by yesterday, the government should have already acted, expropriate this mine, give what is, I would call, which is what the report says, reasonable compensation. But again, the report in its own says, obviously within the confines of the law. So what happens in the event the law does not allow that? That's what we expect to get as a response, that unfortunately the law does not allow that. The point why we say so, I think we must explain. The point why we say so, we are saying so because even the internal inquiry by the Department of Mineral Resources at that time, which is now Mineral Resources and Energy, pointed fingers directly to the company. Now the reality is that if we expect now that the very same company that is accused of being responsible for this situation we are in now, we expect it to expedite the retrieval, because if that happens, it will then prove beyond reasonable doubt that a case of murder is supposed to be meted. It becomes difficult now until you retrieve that. That is why we said probably within the confines of the law, government must consider declaring the area a disaster, and then be able to put resources for the retrieval of those people, expropriate the mine with reasonable compensation, so that what the state would have put in a private property, in a private institution, what we will be able to recoup. And the only way they can recoup is to, if I were to use a general liberal term, is to attach the mine.
Thank you very much for talking to us, Mr. Luzipo. That's Sahlulele Luzipo, representing, and he's actually the chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Mineral Resources. Well, he's saying that they did their job, and it's now up to government to act. So we'll keep on following the story on the ground. The formal program is underway. We'll just be listening in to the speeches.
Mweli Masilela, thank you.